Welcome to the Messy Manifesto. I am here with my friend, my silly goose friend, Billy. You might know him as Foodie Billy. He's a TikToker, a blogger, an Instagram boy. But I would say TikTok is his number one. How many followers have you got?
I've got 13.9.
He is from Exeter, but don't even come for him about being Southern or I'll punch your head in.
Please, guys. I love Manchester. I'm here to be messy on this manifesto. Okay, honey? Don't come for me. I'm a cheeky, silly sausage. Let's down it.
Shit.
Right, you ready? I can't down. I'm shit at pub golf, guys. Can we say shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm shit at pub golf.
Oh, you can swear as much as you want. You can queef. You can do anything. You can vape. This is what I think with you on your page. Like, before I'd met you, I thought you have like kind of a presenter voice, and I don't know what it is. Is it? I wonder if it's your accent, or I think it's just like the confidence that you speak with. Like, you're very confident on camera.
I think, I'm vocally trained for over a decade in acting studies and all that.
You vocally trained?
No, I'm like, I don't know. I'm just used to like absolutely like going on it with my mouth. I think I've got a very naturally resonant voice, if that means anything to anyone. But so I've just got a bit of a booming voice, and I don't know. It just comes out.
I feel like you could be a presenter or like on TV or something.
ITV, if you're watching this now, hit me up. Next series of Big Brother.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No. My housemate's in, by the way. Imagine what it's going to sound like for her sat in her room. She'll be like, they're tapped.
You've got to think about this word tapped, haven't you?
It's very Darlington. There's certain words. I'll test you. What does Raji mean?
It's a Newcastleian. Does it mean like a Newcastleian?
It means like you're mental. You're crazy. Do you not?
Just meant Newcastle people.
Oh no, it means like you're raged.
Chloe is pure fucking unreal at ice skating. I'm gonna whack me chopper in the freezer and get to do some fucking pirouettes on it.
Give me some of your slang words. Exeter boy, and I want your slang words.
I don't know what's our slang words.
Maddie Grace Jepson is what that's given.
Yeah. Come on, we need an interview with Alex Gonzalez. No, we both love Alex Gonzalez at the moment. She's always been the moment, but ever since my housemate was like, oh, I really love her, I was like, yeah, do you know what? I need to watch her.
Hey, Mama, a girl behind you.
Are you a Swiftie or not?
I'm not a Swiftie. I said this to you last night, Sophie.
Oh.
So we're 2 days in a row now, but yeah. I said this to you last night, I'm sure she is absolutely great, and I'm sure her lyricism is unmatched, like the Swifties claim. It doesn't vibe with me, unfortunately. Guys, there is a new artist called Violet with a 0 as an O. Her song Shy, hyperpop, it's incredible. If you love Charlie XCX, this will be one of your new favourite songs, just like Lewis Flame, babes.
Now, this is one of my favourite sections where I read questions that you, yes, you, have asked us.
You've got a great active little follower count, not little. Sorry, that was so random.
Rude, no, I'm joking.
Just what you say.
I know.
But I don't have active followers like that.
One of the things that I love about Instagram so much, and it makes me quite emotional sometimes because sometimes you don't think people are watching. Like, people will message me about the podcast saying I'm so proud of you, and I'm like, I didn't even know you were watching.
Yeah.
Best club in Manchester.
Oh,
do you see what I mean?
My God.
Yeah.
Easy, and I don't care what anybody says, because if any of you are saying Factory, back 251, back off. Delete the video, delete the YouTube app, babes, because you do not belong here. No offence if you love Factory. Do you love Factory?
I don't know of any clubs in Manchester. Like, I'm a bar bitch.
Okay. Tea.
Tea?
But I'm here to spill the tea on the best club.
Yes.
So I've got to say, it's easily Brewers Downstairs in the Gay Village. There is not a single night out in this world I've ever been on that's better. And I have been on very many a night out, okay, honeys? that has ever been better than Filthy Gorgeous on a Tuesday in Brewers downstairs. It's incredible.
Oh.
Top-notch tunes all night. Charlie, Beyonce, Rihanna, Lady Gaga, all the best things you want for girls and gays. All night long, you fucking pop in your purse. And on the hour, every hour from like 12 till 2, they've got drag performances going up and down in the middle of the club.
Come on.
It's serious. It's heavy. Thursday and Sunday, New Union drag show, brilliant as well. I mean, obviously, Northern Quarter's got a lot of great places. Terrace.
Yeah, but they're not. It's less club-like. Yeah, they've got music playing. You can have a little dance, but it's more bar vibes, isn't it?
Social,
if you will. What type of restaurants are missing in Manchester?
Oh,
That's a good question.
That's a difficult question because there is pretty much nothing you cannot find.
There's a lot.
Manchester.
There's a lot.
And there is a lot that I haven't explored. So any answer that I give to this question, there is quite likely a restaurant out there that's like it.
Bars, I can tell you there isn't enough rooftop bars. For a huge ass city like Manchester, yeah, you've got 20 stories and stuff, but like obviously
you've heard it first.
Yeah.
You've heard it here first, Manchester. Get more rooftop bars.
Sort it out, man.
What kind of food that? Maybe I'd like a Karen's Diner close to the centre. I'd like something like that because I really would love, or like a musical theatre singing. I know they've sort of got one in the Trafford Centre. It's too far away.
Most overhyped and underrated food spots in Manchester.
That is difficult. Rosa's Thai, as a general place, I've only been there once, and I don't like to judge a book by its cover by that, but I did go there to make a video, and at the end of the day I had to sort of say, I don't know if this is the right video for me to make, because when I got there, the food was, it was all chewy. It was all very strange.
That's not good.
I think it may have been a one-off, a bad night. Always have to give the benefit of the doubt for that, but like, chain restaurants, always overhyped.
Yeah.
There's a level of standardization that it's never going to be as good as something that's really authentically putting love into their food.
Yeah.
Overhyped for you tell me.
So, you've had an invite to one of these places and you actually did a really good video on them.
Let's see then, let's see it.
But I didn't try the food. I only went for cocktails and I was very disappointed.
No, because if it's a place I really like, I'm going to tell you no.
Well, it was only drinks. The food did look banging, right? So it's in Stevenson Square.
No! Don't you dare say this.
Public. Yeah, and I'll tell you for why, and it's so validated. It's so valid, right? I went on a weekend and I asked for a frozen marg. I shit you not, and I've actually got a picture of it as well if you don't believe me. I got a frozen marg, and so the cup was like that big, and
the mug was that big.
I shit you not, it was literally like that big, and it was not cheap either. It was like 13 quid or something, and it was like that.
Yeah, see, to be honest, I can't sit around and say that's not true, because when I did go for a bottomless brunch there, that's what it's like, and obviously it's
was it?
dismissed.
I thought it was just my experience.
Easily dismissed in a bottomless brunch, but
it wasn't.
Yeah, but to be honest, on the whole, they aren't bad, so I'm a bit confused by that. They do have the sort of frozen marg slushy machines. They are on tap as well, but
I disputed it as well, and I said like, where's the rest?
Where's the rest?
Basically.
Yeah.
And he was like he didn't know what to say, so he got his manager, and she came over and she said, "Oh, that's the serving size that we do for cocktails." But I'm sorry, there's so many places that you can get a good margarita from in the Northern Quarter, in Manchester.
You get the full plastic American
and
cup.
you get 13 quid. Come on, this is not London, and even London, that's taking the piss.
Yeah, I do. I hear you out there. I mean, I will say overall though, I think in the happy hour, it's one of the best places for a pint in the Northern Quarter.
Good to know.
One of the best places for a bit of wine in the Northern Quarter. We love it there.
Yeah.
Chinatown Zombie is one of the best, if not the best cocktail I've ever had. And the food is excellent.
Yeah, the food looks banging.
When it's turned down the price a bit, it's just real value for money. So I will say, I don't disagree with what you said about the frozen mugs because I experienced that as well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I think on the whole, on the rest of the menu, they do a good job.
Ooh,
So-
maybe I need to try the food then.
Yeah. Trust that chicken burger, those noodles, trust, so good.
Right, so where would you say is underrated then?
Underrated, Chuckalaka.
Oh, we went there together.
Yes, we
You
went
took
there
me there
together.
for an invite. But it was one of the first
Yeah.
few times that we met each other, and
Yeah.
you took me to an invite, and I was like, oh, cute.
Yeah, but Chuckalaka, brilliant, brilliant food, brilliant prices, great price cocktails as well. Happy hour, you're getting like 2 for 10, and you only really get those deals in Revolution, and the cocktails in Revolution are.
It's unheard of in Manchester and in the Northern Quarter especially. I challenge you, tell me where you can get 2 cocktails for £10 in the Northern Quarter. That's unheard of. I was actually,
Good.
yeah, they were good. They were really nice. And the food was good. Like, it was so cheap.
Honestly, guys are good. I don't get around much, like actually eating food that much, as other than what's on my channel, because I just don't have the money.
It's
But
pricey as
yeah,
fuck round here.
that burger was so good. I mean, they do 50% off mains like Monday through Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, I
So
forgot about that.
not to be randomly plugging a million different.
No, but we should though. Like, we need to tell people about these little
Let's go.
bargains. Raise your yeah.
Raise your yeah. I don't know how much of this podcast is salvageable because only one mic has been working for some reason, which we hope this one still
It's
is.
about to get real close.
Real cozy.
Hold space, please, for me.
We're holding space.
I didn't know that was happening.
Raise your cover.
What did you say, Reggie? Is the pistachio trend dead or here to stay?
I've got stuff to say about this because I love pistachio. I love the actual thing of salted pistachio. Oh my God, I eat the thing inside, I suck the outside. It's that good. I love pistachio. The pistachio spread, you know, it's gone viral at the moment from Black Milk cereal.
Yeah.
Manchester's own brand, by the way, as seen on Good Morning Britain. Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. But this fucking Dubai pistachio kanafa chocolate fucking
Where people put noodles inside of the fucking chocolate.
noodles. It's kanafa.
Yeah, but people take the piss and like fucking put noodles inside of chocolate and stuff.
Well, like it's not even good, but it's a rest just because it looks nice. Who gives a fucking shit? But it's a rest. I've had enough of a Dubai chocolate.
How do you get invites?
How do you get invites? So, like, invites for like free food and stuff like that. You basically just need to set up a channel, make some sort of creative content that maybe a brand would see value with, and then you might get reached out asking to see if you can make a video in exchange for free food. Just to preface things, because people get this wrong a lot, is they think, oh, we're getting free food, so you have to make a good review. No. I've never heard such silly stuff in my entire life because I don't do that. I'm authentic. Luckily for restaurants, I'm not a bloody foodie. You know, like, I am. Like, I'm a foodie, but I couldn't eat something and say, oh yes, salt, pistachio, 47% coconut. You know, like I couldn't sit there and do stuff like that. But it's like,
Yeah.
but like, I will be authentic. If I think a place is bad and I think it's a one-off, I might not make the video because I don't want to be like, oh, this place is shit because I've had one bad experience. That's like, these are food places. It's a difficult thing to keep up consistency 100% of the time. But if I've gone there in the 1%, it is what it is. But the way you get invites though is
Different ways. There's different ways to do it. So, you can have people reach out to you, or you can reach out to them. You know, there's
if you're bold.
yeah, but do you know what? So I'd never done that before, but my friend introduced me to her friend. She's a London blogger and she's got quite a big following, and I just assumed like, oh, she'll have people message her all the time, and she does. But she was bold and she did message people with quite, you know, a good pitch, and essentially, you know, they're getting it's promotional content for them. It's part of their marketing strategy. And And yeah, you can message places. They might say no, but if you don't ask sometimes, you don't get.
And I think when it comes to things like this, it's important to remember, because I think people get a bit twisted, a bit worried about these things, but like, oh, free food, what, you think you deserve free food? You do have to remember that this is work.
Yeah.
We spend, on a single video, we spend hours.
Technically not
You know.
free. Your time is not
Time
free.
is money.
Time is literally money.
And, we spend hours at these places. We spend another hour or two or whatever working at home on these videos, depending on how quick it can be for you, because sometimes it can take bloody ages. And then you have to do the, surveillance on it. You have to keep up with it, stuff like that. So it's like,
it's not free, man.
this is work, and you also have to remember as well that it's built into business strategies. People can get a bit worried, we've seen the controversy before about somebody saying, "Oh yeah, we're coming down. Can we get a bit of free food?" Blah 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 blah. Most of us have the best interests for companies that we're working with when we do it. We want to be able to promote companies, especially even better when these companies don't get the platform that they already deserve. So if we can help them on that way, I'm biased, but I think that maybe that's something that should be encouraged. Promotion for a business that deserves it, absolutely.
Yeah. You forget that actually brands are watching you, or people you went to school or college with, and then you'll...
Hello everybody, gay in a bad way.
Hello everyone that was a chav and bullied me. Look at me now. How do you grow your TikTok following?
God, don't even ask me. No, don't even ask me. I don't have a bloody clue. If I had a bloody clue, it'd be bigger than it is.
You obviously do. You've got a good following on TikTok.
I spent a long time thinking I want to be a content creator, and I was watching all these people, and I think, well, I'm not funny enough to be a personality creator, but I love the artistic value that these food content creator posts had. I watched people like Abby's Guide too, stuff like that. Who's actually my good friend now, Abby's Guide too.
Content.
She's brilliant, and I watched her, and I reached out to her one day before I started this, and I said, please, can you give me some advice? And she gave it to me in the bucket load, which is what this thing is about, guys. Remember community, remember support. That's what we need in every industry. But it's burp break, hang on.
We all have to have them.
So I watched those videos, and I just slowly sort of self-taught myself, and as I got on with it, obviously I got more invites, I got to hang around with a lot more influencers, and I saw the kind of angles that they were doing, and I thought, well, that angle will be quite good for my content, and that angle will be quite good for my content. So my content is an amalgamation of the brilliant work that has come before me, not to be deep, not to be cheesy, but yeah, Good Eats Mank, Soph's Grid, Abby's Guide to Just Jess Eaton, Zach Hips. These are all people that I take incredible inspiration from when I'm making my videos, and by using that inspiration and applying it to my own personal technique and voiceover, I've been able to create something that's high quality content. Probably a good half of my viewership is from McDonald's videos, but it's still the same videos I do for anywhere else. But everybody loves a bit of Mackey's.
They absolutely do.
Hashtag Minecraft McDonald's meal.
Areas to avoid in Manchester.
No, I'm not taking part, Sophie, because actually, no, I've got to say this. Maybe it's a controversial opinion, but I think every area of Manchester is beautiful in its own ways. I think there's the obvious of Piccadilly Gardens is a bit scary, Market Street's a bit scary at night, it can be, obviously, but I've got to say, I think that every area of Manchester is beautiful in its own right.
I would literally just reiterate what you have said. Avoid Piccadilly Gardens and Market Street at night.
But we know about that. No, not like that.
But people don't know about that if they're not from Manchester, and I feel like that's very important. If you don't know, get to know. Don't go there in the night time. Stay safe. Worst customer service experience in Manchester?
to be honest. I haven't received much bad customer service in Manchester. Exeter, I went to a PR event. Again, I really don't want to say the place because I think the company is great. I met the owner that night, it's brilliant. But the manager who was in charge of the event could not give a flying rat's bumhole who you were. And I don't mean like that, like I mean like, oh, I'm this person's friend. It was like, oh yeah, here's the stuff, get some videos on this, quick, go, go, go. And I was like, fuck, off. Like, not trying to be rude. But it was just like, she was taking the piss, and I brought with me my good friend, the Devon Maid, who obviously...
I love the Devon Maid.
...the followers. Brilliant, lovely woman.
Iconic queen.
Exactly, we know about that girl. And obviously didn't know she was coming because I took her with me. And then as soon as this PR woman clocked on who it was, she was coming over, oh my god, I didn't know you were coming. And we were both thinking, yeah, because she wasn't, because she didn't invite her, you silly gal. And then she was going on like, love your page, and I was just thinking like, you didn't give a rat's ass about who this woman was until you knew what her following was. And that's when you know you've got a bad PR agency, because one thing I'll tell you about networking and professionalism, it's not about licking the arse of people you like, it's about trying to build genuine connections with people, and that's simple as that.
Yep.
Simple as that.
Nice one. Advice for moving to a new city on your own. God, I know a lot about this.
I'm going to let you start with it, babes.
Sure?
Because you do know a lot about it.
Many times. Oh God. I could speak for an hour on this, but I won't. Right, so I have moved to several cities on my own, and the biggest thing that I have learned is you have to give places a bit of time. Often you'll move somewhere and you'll be thinking about it for a long time, and you'll build up an idea of it in your head, like my life is going to be so fun, oh my god, I'm going to make so many friends, I'm going to be partying all the time. Like, you build this dream life in your mind and you imagine what the city is going to be like, and actually like reality hits, things happen, life happens. Like, I moved to Manchester and honestly, I didn't like it for the first year of living here. I had to give it a good amount of time because I wasn't used to such a big place. I hadn't met my people yet. Do you know what I mean? I think like the people that you meet in the city, that makes the city, that makes your experience, and that doesn't happen straight away a lot of the time. But Exeter, honey, in Manchester, what would you say?
So obviously Exeter is a very small city. It's very different from where we are here in Manchester, and I just think the thing is, I was in a very lucky position coming up here for university, unlike yourself, because I had people on demand, in a way. And I think I would really agree, you need to give it time, but you also need to push yourself to go and do things.
So true.
Because it took me 3 months to settle in, and that's only because I had people around me. I was coming home from nights out, shouting the house down, drunk as a skunk. Literally shouting the house down, shouting, Exeter, Bristol, so much better than this shit. Yeah, literally going popping off because I just didn't know what was good for me. And I think, do you know what, the best thing that I ever did was make this channel. It was make this food channel. It pushed me to get out, go to places, stuff like that, experience the city as it was. I think it didn't help that I was in a drama school as well, so I was very isolated from like a genuine uni life where people did tend to explore the city more. I think you just need to get to know your city. Get to know your city, get out there, get to places, see places, know where you're going, know you walk home, know you walk to school. Manchester, we know now is the place to be.
Now it is, yeah. Just honestly, don't be put off, because I'm a small town girl. I really, really am.
She's just a city girl, born and raised in South Detroit.
I would say give it 8 or 9 months when you move to a big city. Don't expect to be 3 months in, oh my god, I love this. Life just happens, it comes at you fast, and just give it a little bit of time.
Everything's so different as well, different cultures, different communities, everything. So it's like you have to allow yourself to be getting used to like this different way of living and enjoying life. And it's like, now looking back on it, I just can't believe I ever said a bad word about Manchester. But
I've realised is being from a very small town and then moving, the first city I moved to was York. Come on, York. Like, of course things happen everywhere, but you know, it's a pretty safe, small place. And then I moved to Leeds. And Leeds is this again. There's crime, there's things that happen, but Leeds it's in Yorkshire. So it's got that gorgeous sense of community, and I think Manchester was so different because, and I always say this, it truly is a mini London, and all of the beautiful parts come with that as well, like your career, if you want to be a content creator.
I was like, what the fuck is your career? I was like, what is your career then? Because I didn't
anyone's
realise you were saying you. No, but I thought you said your career. like a word, your career.
Your career, your me mama. Like,
what just happened then?
give me up, me mama. Do you remember that? Shit, that's the Gen Z.
That's so funny though. That's so
on screen.
Give me up, me mama. Yup, me mama.
Your career, you me mama. What the hell?
Shit, that is our age gap is showing there. Oh, I'm gonna put it on screen. Oh my god, the Manchester food and drink scene is unbelievable, and it's actually one of the reasons that I moved here from Leeds. But one thing I always say about Manchester is it's too damn expensive, and I think it forgets it's in the north sometimes. I think it really does forget.
It is expensive.
Yeah, this is the north.
It's more expensive than Exeter, which is deep south.
Is it
Yeah.
actually?
In every single conceivable way.
So, this is me plugging Leeds again. If you don't know that I'm obsessed with Leeds, you will know if you follow me, like all I fucking talk about. Leeds. But an amazing place in Leeds is Get Baked. You probably have heard of it.
You pretty much definitely have heard of it, even if you're just on TikTok and you're far away.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'd have heard of it when I was in Exeter.
So it's an independent business, but they have gone viral many times. Like, they have absolutely blown up on social media. Their owner is called Rich Myers. It started in Leeds, and now they've opened up in Manchester in the Northern Quarter, and I was so excited about it. And what I've been wanting to try for the longest time, I've tried their brownies, I've tried their cookies, but one thing I have not tried is the big fat slice of cake. And I have got us a big fat slice of it.
The game we've got. How much did it cost?
20 shillings.
20 Great British pounds for a slice of cake. Although I will say it's probably about 4 or 5 slices, isn't it?
Yeah. Basically, it's packaged like an Ann Summers dildo, is what I would say. It's giving rampant rabbit. It's trendy, it's sensual. Do you see what I mean? That is so bougie, but
Baked.
could be delicious.
Right. What does it say? I spent ages considering what was best to fill this space with. I wanted to write something witty and engaging, but I couldn't come up with anything, so I just wrote this instead. Oh my god. That is the thing. Oh my gosh, we've actually got a game to play with this cake as well.
You wait. You... Bertha. Big Bertha. Okay, Bertha.
She's huge. She's literally like 10 inches.
Looks so good, doesn't it?
It looks so good. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Which end? This end?
I'm doing this end, yeah.
I hope it's nice, because I don't want to slag it off. Cheers. Oh, it's lovely.
It's really nice. I mean, it does taste like
What?
a classic chocolate cake, but it's good.
Yeah, nice.
It's moist and it's great flavours. I could definitely eat this thing to myself. I like him a little bit more.
Have more.
It's a solid chocolate cake.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely not queefing and levitating at the same time.
Queefitating. Leather weeping. Leather queefing. But
Queefing?
I mean, as you can see,
Like, we can't
we're
stop
sort
going
of
in
low-key
more.
scoffing it right
Yeah.
now. It's like, it's very moist.
Out of 10. Out of 10, what does she get?
Easily an 8 for me. It's a great cake. I mean,
Yes, lovely.
if this was my birthday cake,
Oh, you'd be happy, wouldn't
I'd be
you?
very fucking happy, yeah.
The fact-
We've got a game to play. Can we play the game?
Right, guys. So, this is the part of the podcast that I have been most excited for, other than trying the cake, the Bertha cake. You may or may not have heard of this before. This game is called Hear Me Out. It went viral on TikTok, and it's basically where you confess your weirdest crushes. A lot of them, disclaimer, are childhood crushes, as people that you crushed on, like very weird cartoon characters when you were a kid.
I'm wondering where this is going.
So, Billy, I would like you to stick your
Hear me out.
wood in the cake.
Huh?
What? The first hear me out we've got is I show speed.
I see that.
Disclaimer, I don't think any of these things are hear me out because I think all of these people are real, genuine human beings. I think they're bloody gorgeous.
Oh.
The next one, right, is very specific because it's Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a Time. I can't remember the name of the actor now.
Skin's rotting.
It is Stiltskin.
Oh.
But he is just, I don't know, there's something about him. Something about him that just
There's
made me
something
think,
about him.
oh, you fancy Leo. What's going on? Dig it.
So, my first hear me out is, and do you know what? This isn't even a hear me out. He is from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. What was he called? Scar or something? But he's Fate. And I would. My next hear me out. This is a weird one, but this is. Do you remember the what's it called? The Ant's Life movie.
Bug's Life.
Bug's Life. An Ant's Life. I think this was one of the baddies. He was fair. I don't even know if it's a he or a she, but like androgynous queen, whatever.
Androgynous.
Androgynous
Yeah,
queen.
that is a hear me out. But I mean, you know, one that I did on it was Arthur and the Invisibles, Malthazar. Loki fancied him.
Oh.
He's about 60 probably. So my turn is Leonard Nimoy from The Big Bang Theory. This is not a hear me out. He's fit AF. I love him. I wish I was Penny. I would any day, all day. I would enjoy this man in any way that it came with.
Draco fucking Malfoy.
Can't argue with that. Avada Kedavra me, bitch.
Do you know what I mean? I was
would
like,
have it.
I was like, I can help him. He'd be different for me. He wouldn't be nasty to me.
I would love him. I
Would
could
you?
love him. Yeah. Right, guys, this is a mega hear me out, and you've got to hear me out. But it is Laszlo. If you ever watched Doctor Who, Laszlo, after he's transformed into a pig. I do not fancy pigs, but there was something about this man after. I do not fancy pigs, but there was something about this man after he transformed into a pig that was so gorge. Soz. No.
What?
No, I can't.
Gordon.
These noises you're making right now are unacceptable. Soap squids.
Like in charge, kind of scary men. Oh, this is a bad one. Like.
What? What is that? Is that Casper?
This was my childhood crush, Casper the Friendly Ghost.
She's chatting shit. She's chatting shit for the likes.
Really?
Are you
No,
joking?
seriously,
Respect for the law, respect to the law.
Respect for the law.
Okay.
Respect for the law.
I don't even know what's going on there, girl.
I was like fucking 9 years old. Let me have it.
Yeah, girl, because what is going on?
Snape.
Snape.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Severus Snape, like the long
What's
black
his
hair,
name?
like he
Rick?
was so scary, and I was like, again, I was like, I can save him.
What was his name?
Severus Snape,
No,
whatever.
but like his actor name.
I don't know.
Right. So we've got Ronnie from Love Island. Absolutely. Sorry, Harriet babes, but trust. Trust Ronnie if you're ever looking again. You, me, yes, T.
Yes.
Hello. I don't know what it was about him, but he was just absolutely gorgeous.
This is quite bizarre of me, but again, you know, childhood crushes. What was his name? The ant from the
From a
ant.
Bug's, another one from a
I
Bug's
keep
Life.
going to say Ant's Life.
Fancy the A Bug's Life cast.
I do. I really like
Who
them.
played that ant? 'Cause
Call
you've got it
me.
come in.
You've got it coming. I'm gonna squash you.
What? Alan Sugar? Is that Alan Sugar? You're joking.
So I developed a weird crush on Alan Sugar when I was like 20 years old. I'd never watched The Apprentice before, and I watched it with my mum. Wow, he's so like rich and powerful and like funny at the same time. So yeah, that was
No words.
my hear me out.
No words. I love The Apprentice, especially this series. What even is that?
TJ Detweiler off Recess.
I've never seen that in my life. Princess. No.
Oh my God.
TJ Detweiler.
TJ. Like, you know, he was just like a skateboarder, backwards cap, and that's like my vibe.
This is so that's so random.
Mm-hmm. Love that for me.
Right, have we got the next one for me?
Yeah.
Walton Goggins. Who's watching White Lotus? Who's watching White Lotus? He's so gorge fit pie daddy, yes.
He's actually, I was just doing this, like, probably still would. It's Draco Malfoy's dad.
Yeah, Jason Isaacs is gorge. I mean, maybe not as
him.
yeah, maybe not as Draco. He's in the new White Lotus series as well. Maybe not as Draco Malfoy's
I
dad.
bet have you ever seen Big Mouth?
Oh, come on, what even is that?
Have you never seen Big Mouth?
I have, yeah, but I can't remember that. Why's it got my hair?
Because it's you. That's the scary, angry brother from Big Mouth. I forgot his name. George. What?
What is that? Curtis from Love Island. He's gorge. He's lovely. He's got a great art. Yeah, his voice is a bit like, okay, interesting, but he's brilliant dancer. Don't care what anybody says. He's gorge. And he said on Good Morning about not labeling it. So maybe I'm in with a chance. So we've definitely got Curtis. He can be my only one. Yes, he can be my only one. So Ekin-Su, you can go and do one because he is gonna be my only one.
Period.
Tim Martin or whatever his name is.
Martin Lewis.
Martin Lewis, yeah.
Because he cares.
The Mr. McCost botch.
Martin Lewis, I want him to actually be the Prime Minister.
And I mean, with him, we could be a freak all through the day, all through the dark. And we got all through the night to the early dawn. And we can with the gangster league. Yes. So this is our complete Hear Me Out cake. And I'm sorry, but there's not many Hear Me Outs here. These are all gorgeous, gorgeous beings. Let's have a look at it.
Fits.
Gorgeous beings. Ronnie! Curtis! Lucius and Draco. We love them. We love them.
Love him. We love him. I love it. I don't care. I love it.
My leg, Nick.
But okay, darling. So, how would you describe your foodie style or aesthetic?
So I describe my foodie style or aesthetic as chaotic. That's what ChatGPT told me when I asked them, because apparently I do that. Yeah. The Messy Manifesto because we're messy.
Yeah.
And I just think that, like, you know, it's really engaging in pop culture, hun culture, gay culture, culture, queen, you know, and I just think, like, it's, like, It's chaotic, it's youthful, it's modern, it's I just want to be there for the Huns and the Queens. Me and you, we're both. This is why we get along so well.
Yeah,
We're for the girls and for the gays.
big time.
So that's
Big
what I say
time.
about my style of content.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. And also, I would describe mine the same. Like chaotic, messy for the gays, for the girls, for the theys, and just the Huns. Basically, just Hun aesthetic.
All of those and all of the above.
And that's why we're here together. That is why he is my first podcast guest. What is your most embarrassing moment while shooting content?
So, I've never had an explicitly embarrassing moment, but when I was filming content in the Crazy Pedros once, I was filming, and when you get that light on and stuff like that, people tend to look. And I always do feel a bit of guilt about like annoying people while they're eating, but at the end of the day, I'm there for a job. They've asked me to come there and stuff like that. So I got there, and this guy just comes up to me. He's like, "Can you not just enjoy your food? Can you not just eat it? Do you have to get your phone out and all that?" And I'm like, "Well, this is sort of what I'm here to do." And after a while, he came round to it and sort of understood that, like, this is what I'm here to do. But it was just like in the moment, it was just like a bit of a crazy, surreal moment, but a moment I enjoyed weirdly as well. It wasn't like an embarrassing thing. It was sort of like I get to talk about what I do with someone who maybe isn't someone who engages with it.
Yeah.
Not with mine personally, but like in general, anyone's. So it was a really interesting conversation, interesting situation. But I think when it comes to most embarrassing, maybe it's that one because it was awkward for a minute. It was awkward for a minute.
I've had something similar as well. So I went to a very nice invite at Piccolino, and
Didsbury.
no, it was the one in town actually.
Oh.
Yeah, and I went, and it was actually one of my favorite invites. So I had lobster and I had truffle fries and the nicest prosecco I've had in my entire life. Um, and yeah, the restaurant was lovely. Customer service was amazing. But I had this table sat next to me, and I mean, I was so just into my content creation that I didn't realize, but my boyfriend at the time pointed it out and he said, like, those people next to us, like, they've been staring the entire evening. So I looked over and they were like huffing and puffing and they were like looking at me and they were like shaking their head. So I realized, like, as I was taking content, it was like a full table of them and they were like this, they were like this.
Focus on yourself.
And they obviously, I guess, had preconceived ideas like, oh, this girl, like, just enjoy your meal, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, like, I'm there to do a job. You know, I, for all they know, I could have actually been like the marketing manager for that business. I could have
okay.
actually just came from the office, but who cares? Because at the end of the day,
Who
I
cares?
had my meal paid for and I was there making promotional content. So I wouldn't say it was embarrassing, and I was at the point in my content creation where I didn't care. I
Yeah.
actually did not care. If that would have happened to me really early on when I had just started doing my page,
Stressful.
yeah, I think it would have really thrown me, but I think I'm quite desensitized now. If people are funny about it, I don't care because I'm like, I love what I do. And if people don't get it, they don't have to. That's on them. It's
Respect for
not
the law.
respect for the law.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And obviously, it's like you understand that people around you, this might be quite distracting for them and quite annoying for them. And that's completely
Close your eyes.
understandable. Close your eyes. That's completely, I think it's understandable, but it's just like, make an executive decision to do something about it. Because if you're just going to sit there making a bad vibe all night, you're ruining your night, you're ruining somebody else's. Move yourself away or ask for us to be moved away. Because I don't care where I go. I'm here to do a
Or
job.
just don't look. Or just enjoy your night. Or just,
Focus on yourself.
why do you care?
It's true. Focus on yourself. Why do you care? But if it really is that difficult, make a decision and do something about it. Or speak to us. If it was just someone who wanted to be a Karen, you just have to put up with it in that situation, I guess. But it's like, you doing all of this impacts my work as well as my work impacts your own time. So I don't mind putting some distance between us. I don't care. Give me a different table. As long as I'm not getting shoved in the corner where the content looks bad, I'm okay. Do you know what I mean? Because it was like there would be people next to us laughing at us, saying things about us, talking about us, and then the other person would be like, don't say that, they're right there. Don't say that, they're right there. Respect to the person who said that, but also at the same time, like, respect to the law. But
I would just like to say a big, big, big thank you to all of you watching. Thank you so much for everyone that tuned in. Cheers.
cheers, the empty glasses.
Empty glasses. Huge thank you to you for coming on, Billy, because you already know this, my first guest on the Messy Manifesto. Hey. There's a reason that I selected you, because we haven't met like a lot, really. Obviously, we've spoken a lot, we've hung out, we've gone for meals, and genuinely, the thing that I said to myself is like the kind of people that I want to have on my podcast are people that I feel very comfortable around. Like, I want to feel like I can 100% be myself, because, you know, there's certain words that I use myself, like silly, daft, messy. That is a word that I resonate with so much. And the first person that I wanted to come on, I wanted you to be like aligned with that. I wanted someone to be like fun, daft. They're not, you know, they're not like too filtered, and they're just themselves, and you're very, very authentic. And I just feel like I chose my guest really, really well.
Stop.
So
Thank
you.
you. I appreciate you. This is my first time. Hopefully not my last time.
It's not. It's definitely not.
No. But I've
Your
had such a great
first
time.
podcast
Yeah,
as well.
first podcast ever. So yeah, I had a great time. I mean, you know, I'd be selective with podcasts anyways, because you know what men are like nowadays with the log cabins and the manosphere.
So thank you for watching the Messy Manifesto. You're the best.
Yeah, I'm gay for a reason. Joking.
Oh, we did it.
That was lovely. I'm so squared, and this is the mess. I'm so squared, and this is the menu. I'm homosexual, so I'm going to pass on that one. But you are very beautiful, so squared.
Bruh.